Now to one of the really fascinating transfer stories in the first week of this window, and this reads like something out of a movie script, doesn't it, really? A few weeks ago, life looked very different for non-league left-back Cohen Bramall, who is now joining Arsenal. How did it happen? Let's ask the man himself and his agent, Payne, who joined us here in the SkySports News HQ studio. Guys, great to see you both.
Hi, guys.
What a few days, what a few weeks it must have been for you, Cohen, first. And it's quite a story. It's happened so quickly. Let's begin, though, with what happened a week ago last Tuesday that wasn't such a good day for you. Was it? Just explain.
I got told I was getting made redundant, and I was thinking, Christ, like, what am I going to do? But, you know, football's my passion. That's what I want to do since day one. So
what was your main job at the time?
Bentley Motors. I was working in Crewe, in a factory, making cars on the production line for the new Bentley Bentayga.
And you got told you were being made redundant, but football, obviously, at the time was still a big part of your life. Where were you playing and how often?
I was playing at Hensford Town. I was there for about 5 months under Liam McDonald, and I was training Tuesday and a Thursday, and we played on the Saturday, and yeah, again, crazy.
So Cohen Lee received this terrible news that he was being made redundant on the Tuesday, but then things took a turn for the better, didn't it? I think the very next day.
Yeah, I mean, for some time there were clubs monitoring Cohen at Hensford Town. There was a few sort of biggish clubs being talked about as well. So I knew that he was very close to doing something special. And it was so nice that it was getting near Christmas. And I understand that his mum and dad had a wedding anniversary, and when the news actually broke that he was going to Arsenal, it was actually your mum and dad's anniversary, wasn't it, Cohen?
23rd, yeah.
What?
So it was beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Actually, when you came on set there, Cohen, you were just like shaking your head as if to say, I can't believe it, it's amazing. Because the next day, you went to train with Arsenal. What was it like? Were you like, this is just a dream? It was.
I drove in there and then I saw the Arsenal Football Club. I saw everything. I was absolutely gobsmacked, and it was like a dream.
Because you weren't with the under-23s, you thought you might be with them. You were with the first team.
I was with the first team on the Thursday and the Friday, and my eyes just lit up straight away. But I had to do my job, so. Yeah.
And obviously going in there, I mean, it must have been quite daunting, very exciting, all the different emotions, but you also probably thought, I need to be seen here, I need to do something. Did you put any strong tackles in, anything special going on, or do you think I need to keep calm?
Not really strong tackles. I just like played to the best of my ability, which is like, I use my speed a lot, overlapping from left back, and try to get my body out there in front of Wenger, really.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, you're in there, you're trying to impress Arsene Wenger, one of the big names of Premier League football. Yeah. I mean, it would be very easy to freeze, because this is such a new situation for you. I mean, how did you manage to impress him, do you think?
Again, just trying to be confident, being loud, and just positive, and just trying to get myself about and showing what I can do and perform on the pitch, really.
And what was that first conversation like with him? Did he come up to you and talk to you?
Yeah, he came up to me after the session, and it was literally a hi, nice to meet you, and he basically said like I like how you play, and that was it.
Great.
And that was it. But just them words, you don't get a lot, do you? So. Again,
I think that's a big tick on day one, don't you?
Yeah.
Lee, can you talk us through how Arsenal got to find out about Cohen? Just tell us about the trial at Sheffield Wednesday and the mystery of the fake name, if you wouldn't mind telling us about it. It sounds like dodgy, this.
Yeah, because we never really got to the bottom of that. I mean, they've just spelt his surname wrong, but it threw everybody. Anybody who was at the game would have had to do some real research to find out where Cohen had come from. I must say that Brian McDermott takes a lot of credit for this, because it was Brian that had just by chance happened to go to the Birmingham under-23 game to watch this particular one, and he caught Cohen's eye. Cohen caught his eye, and when he got back to base, he did some research himself, found out that he was under a false name, managed to track me down. Over the past few years, I've done one or two things with Brian, so I think he felt quite relieved when he found out I was looking after him. And he said, look, could we get him in after Christmas? And this was the Wednesday before Christmas, so it would have been around like the 22nd,
21st, yeah.
21st.
You remember the date well. That's a surprise.
Yeah. Because he said to me, can we get him after Christmas? So, thinking like an agent, I said, well, how about if I get him down this afternoon, you know? And Brian said, look, give me 2 minutes and I'll come back. He got back and said, look, if you can get him down this afternoon, I've spoke to Arsene Wenger, he will look at him for the next 2 days. And again, all respect to Arsene Wenger, he was magnificent because he really showed how humble he is. He didn't stick him on another pitch with the under-23s.
Yeah.
He brought him straight in with the first team. I mean, credit to that's the sort of respect he must have for Brian's judgment, you know.
Because it is such an inspiring story. It really is, isn't it? And Lee, how difficult is it to get your players noticed when they are in non-league? How to break out, break through? Does it, you know, help when they can do things like this, featured on Soccer AM? Let's have a look. It's pretty special, this. Have we got it?
Oh, the Rabona this is, isn't it?
Oh, it's a Rabona?
Yeah, I think we'll have a look at it.
I think we can have a look.
Yeah, let's have a look at it now. Here we go. Now, this is impressive. Oh,
it's amazing.
look at that.
Bit Brazilian.
So that was on Soccer AM. But it is difficult, though, isn't it?
It's really difficult, and you know, there's a couple of players at the moment that are under the spotlight, playing non-league, and the clubs really they have to allow them to go out for a couple of days because it's very difficult to judge a player at non-league level coming from where Cohen. You know, you're not going to get Arsene Wenger and Brian McDermott going down to Headlands of Town on a cold Tuesday night.
Yeah.
With all due respect to them. So to get him in their environment and allow him to do that for a few days was great. And he was a credit to himself and his family. He conducted himself well, and he showed confidence and a desire to get what he ended up with in the end.
Yeah.
You know.
Just a couple of final questions to you, Cohen. What have your family and your mates made of this big move?
Speechless. Just been on the phone to my sister and she's crying her eyes out because she can't believe what's happened. But again, big thanks to Lee Payne, Dan Chapman, Full Contact, been amazing.
Yeah.
Brian McDermott, he's done class and he's given me the opportunity. Do you know what I mean?
And so grateful.
So grateful for it. And Liam McDonald from Hensford Town, who's at the manager at Solihull Moors. What a guy he was, because he brought me in from Market Drayton to Hensford. Now, if he didn't do that, you know, things would be a lot different.
Yeah.
And it's a big move in footballing terms, and personally for you as a young lad, it's a big move to move from up north down to the big smoke. And you're going to have to move out of your mum's, is this right?
Yeah, I've already moved out. Again, tears. Tears again, yeah. But
they were there today, actually.
Mum
and Dad came down to the training ground and watched the day develop. So that was a really special day for them.
Yeah.
Wonderful family.
I mean, it is brilliant. We love meeting you because we're going to watch you with interest. But finally, as I said, I mean, it's such an inspirational story. What message would you have, Cohen, for all the players out there dreaming, like you were, of reaching the Premier League like you? I mean, what would you say to them?
Believe. Believe all the time. You've got to keep going, never give up. Stick to it and be confident in yourself.
And work hard, of course, like you.
And I'm sure, just on the final note, you know, you're there as an Arsenal player now, but this is just the start for you. I mean, you've got to now force your way into the first team, haven't you? Which is going to be, I think, a battle in itself, is it?
Yeah, it's going to be a big task, but I think I can do it. And I think over the next 6 months I'm just going to work on me physically and mentally and be ready for pre-season and hopefully break into the first team. So, yeah.
Well, we're going to watch
do what he says. Yeah,
with interest.
Yeah, we
very
really
exciting.
Absolutely.
One of your first big interviews here today?
Biggest thing.
Oh.
What did you say?
Biggest thing.
Biggest thing. I love that. Thank you for coming on. Cohen Lee, thank you so much.
Really appreciate it. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.